I can remember exactly where my epiphany was.
Okay.
Hadn't thought much about it, to tell you the truth. And I was a senior in high school, and my dad was dropping me off. I remember about to get out of the car, and I looked to my right, and two well-dressed men in suits kissed each other. I mean, they gave each other a kiss. And then one looked like he was heading to the DuPont building, and one looked like he headed to the Hercules Corporation building. And I'll never forget, I turned and looked at my dad. He said, "Joey, it's simple. They love each other. It's simple." No, I'm not joking. It's simple, they love each other.
The president said he would have been a senior in high school. This would have been then around 1959, 1960. And we are to expect that in Wilmington, Delaware, a state where same-sex relations were not made legal until 1973, two guys are just going to head off to work and give each other a goodbye peck? No. Sorry. Again, I'm not saying it's right, but the fact is that sort of public display of affection in that sort of town at that time in history is basically impossible to imagine. And happily, the world has come a long way since then. But it is worth noting that Joe Biden's epiphany about gay rights, well, it actually, in fact, didn't happen when he was 18. It took a long time for the truth to catch up with the spin he's trying to sell here.
I can't believe the American people can't see through this. We already have a law, the Defense of Marriage Act, where we've all voted, not where I voted and others said, look, marriage is between a man and a woman, and states must respect that. Nobody's violated that law. There's been no challenge to that law. Why do we need a constitutional amendment? Marriage is between a man and a woman. What's the game going on here?
For most of his career, Joe Biden was pretty hard right when it came to gay rights. In 1973, as a 30-year-old Delaware senator, he told a local newspaper that he thought gay people were security risks. The same thing continued throughout the 1990s when he voted for Don't Ask, Don't Tell, cutting financial aid off to schools that taught tolerance, and voted for the Defense of Marriage Act. This was the same guy who said that when he was just in high school, he had this wonderful, beautiful, love is love epiphany. Of course, this all changed when the politics did, and when Biden got the chance to be Barack Obama's vice president. Now, why is this important? I mean, Biden lies all the time, and yes, one, it shows that Joe Biden is again a serial fabricator of stuff that would obviously be ridiculous to even the most slightly skeptical of brains. Which brings us to point number 2, and that is this. With rare exceptions, most of the media don't seem to have those sorts of brains anymore, at least when it comes to doing their job about Joe Biden and the Democrats.